Yo, yo, what's up, guys? Back with another trade recap for today, August 12th, 2025. Um, Yesterday, I covered the dark sides of trading and, the just mental war that goes on every single day as traders. And today, luckily, I'm going to be able to cover the good side and bright sides of trading. Um, so that's always nice being able to go over that instead of the doom and gloom, but a balance is good. Um, so first things first, like I've been doing in my last recap videos, I'm going to go into my pre-market watch list. Um, so this morning, we had CPI news, which is the Consumer Price Index. The Consumer Price Index measures the inflation for consumers. Just a quick rundown. Uh, Expected was 2.8%, and the real numbers came in at 2.7%, which shows a little bit of a softer inflation rate, which leads to a higher chance of cutting rates, which is overall just bullish for the market. And so that's what I said here. My watch came in late today at 8:50 because I was kind of waiting for news to digest a little bit. Some here. My watch was a break above previous all-time highs because there was a soft CPI print, which means a higher chance of rate cuts, which is bullish for the market. So NQ, I was watching a previous all-time high break, and then ES, we broke out this morning on data, so I was watching a bounce, and I'll go over both of those charts here. So first off, I want to cover. I took 4 trades today on here. I don't know if it's gonna show up. Alright, it's not gonna show up, but maybe in here it'll show up. Okay, so here it shows here. Um, this is perfect. So this was the first trade of the day in which I went long on NQ for a break over 23,800, which wasn't in my watch list, but this is where a little bit of intuition comes into play. So this morning we were bullish on news. Um, Opening candle, print, bullish. We dipped a little bit, got bought right back up, bullish, and we start to break above this big 23,800 level. And I, went against my rules. I did not wait for a candle closure, which I should have waited for a candle closure. I did not wait for a candle closure, and we ended up wicking it. We swept these previous highs, and then we ended up dumping pretty hefty. So I got stopped out, and as you can see here, I got stopped out 779. So I lost 19.5 points on this trade, which comes out to 394.68. So that wasn't a good trade on my part. I was chasing the breakout. We were bullish on the day. I did not want to miss it if it happened, but I did not follow my plan, and it bit me in the ass a bit. But now we get to cover the fun stuff. So here I exited that trade at 9:44 a.m. So which is during this candle, this 5-minute candle here. I, I got filled here. I got stopped here. And then I mean we dumped hard, right? Um, so once we swept these previous highs, and so this is a great entry model by the way. You sweep that previous candle high, and you close below it. That's a great short criteria entry. And so we popped a little bit. I got filled somewhere during this wick. I got filled around here on this wick. Literally 30 seconds after I got stopped long. I got stopped long at 9:44:15, and then I got filled short at 9:45:25. So literally a minute and 10 seconds later, I got filled short. So every single trade I was in today was really short. Wow, that's incredible. Um, and this was on this candle. swept its previous high, dumping, rising ball volume, dumping, and so my target was here at this previous demand here at 23,675. So when we dumped a little bit, I got filled for a buy price of 23,690. So that was a 47.25 point win. And like I said in the previous one, this is what's so important. My loss here, 19 points. The next trade, the win, 47 points. This is what's so important about trading. This is what I struggle with the most in my and to be completely honest, this is what I struggle with most. Being able to just let go of losers and letting your winners go. Here, I made triple what I lost. If you really want to get crazy, in 3 minutes and 50 seconds, I made 950 bucks. 3 minutes 50 seconds. If this was the first trade, that could have been one and done. A $940 day in 3 minutes of trading time. But anyway, that's not what happened. So the market kept dumping, which was here still. And so here we bounced off this demand, which is why I sold. We had a bullish pin bar hammer off this level, but notice this volume. You know, we were losing volume. We popped again. We dumped. We closed below this candle, and then when we popped a little bit, I got filled short at 23,665. I was just targeting this previous low here at 23, like 635. This previous this 5-minute structure, you can see a little bit 5 minutes resistance, 5 minute support at this candle, and that's all I was targeting. I got filled there, 23,636, which it ended up being a good fill because we ended up ripping all day off of that same level for almost $600 gain. And same thing. What do you know? My winner bigger than my loser, and that's what made today so successful. I did not let this loser define me, and we kept going. So that was those two short bias trades. My next trade was a long entry, which means I anticipate price going up, and this was what my main watch was for the day. We broke above these previous all-time high. Oh no, actually we broke above 800. I didn't even take the all-time high breakout, which was stupid because that was my biggest plan. We broke out of this 800. We closed here, and once we closed above this 800 level on rising volume, pay attention to this volume as the green candles are going. It's rising, 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 which is great, great, great indication of bullish continuation. So once we close over there, I got in there and I sold into the previous all-time highs because I just wasn't. With it being a CPI day, I just didn't want to face the risk of having it reject and reverse and having price reverse. So I sold into there. Once again, it was a 2 minute and 40-second trade, and I made $450. And another winner that was bigger than my loser. And so that's all my trade recap for today. So this is the MyFunded Futures. The total was green, $1,566.28. So now, I'm only $500 away from the buffer, and I need to trade for 14 more days, and everything that I'm up above this 50K is fully my money. So hopefully for the next 14 days, I can stay disciplined. If I do this for 14 days, my payout is going to be 30 grand, but obviously I'm not going to be green, and I'm not going to be green on 3 out of 4 trades every single day. So we just got to keep it pushing. And that's the recap for today. If you guys have any questions on anything in here, just shoot a message in the Discord and I'll answer it because I am going to be off work for the next 3 days. with a surgery. So yeah, so that's a trade recap for today. And tomorrow's going to be a very interesting day. I'll say right now, this 23 845, 23 850. If we can retest that tomorrow, I'm slamming it on like 10 minis. I don't care. But all right, guys, that's it for this recap. And we will see you tomorrow for the pre-market watch list. Bye, guys.